Hello there, it's Critic here. Yes, this is what I look like. I've got some news for you today. I've got some bad news, some worse news, some even worse news, and then finally a bit of interesting, potentially good news. So, let's go through them. First of all, the bad news. I'm afraid the first bit of bad news is this. Alien Earth renewed for Season 2, as Noah Hawley signs overall deal with FX and Disney Entertainment Television. Great. I've done a number of videos describing not just why Alien Earth is one of the worst things I've seen in a long time from a writing perspective. Nearly every single aspect of it doesn't work. The series sabotages itself with its writing, putting things into it that don't need to be there. It's staggeringly awful. But of course, we're getting a Season 2. Absolutely ridiculous. Look forward to more trained puppy xenomorph action with the ultimate Mary Sue, Wendy. Just absolute devastation on the part of the Alien franchise. I think it was always going to happen. All I can say is that with what we've been served up recently, Alien Romulus looks better than I had first given it credit for, and perhaps that can at least be watchable. Yeah, that really is all I've got. I just don't think that there's going to be anything worth here. Noah Hawley apparently does good work. All I can say here is that maybe he got his kid to write it in exchange for doing his own work, because it was phenomenally amateurish. And yeah, I've got a whole playlist of why it's bad. And I've also got my concept for my own TV show, Alien Genesis, which I genuinely believe is better than Alien Earth, or had the potential to be better. And Alien Earth might not be it. We might get more, Do you want a Deck Predator crossover with some aliens? There you go. I mean, Noah Hawley has signed a deal to do all sorts of stuff. Horrific. On the subject of Alien Romulus, Fede Alvarez, whose directing was one of the only things I liked about the film, is not coming back for a sequel. He's just going to help write it. And the only reason they're there is just basically so that the lead characters can come back. Great, fantastic. Did you want more of Ginger Psycho? Did you want more of Wendy? Did you want more of the Lost Boys and the stupidest trillionaire in the world? Well, you've got them, so yay. Right, next piece of bad news. Horrible news. V for Vendetta is getting a TV series. V for Vendetta is a film that we covered recently on Blue Collar Losers channel. Great film. Alan Moore hates it, but it's a great film. Hugo Weaving does brilliantly as V. Natalie Portman gives one of her all-time best performances as Evie. It's got a whole alumni of British actors in it. It's a great film. Definitely check it out. Really worth your time. Says a lot about society, control, and the nature of rebellion. And now getting a TV series. And that's bad enough, because modern day TV series, there's no way they're going to leave alone the things that they should be leaving alone on this. It's going to be super political. It's going to be Trump allegories. It's going to be all of that. But who is the one person that you would not want attached to a V for Vendetta TV series? How about James Gunn? Hopefully by the time this starts getting made, he'll actually just be unemployed. But yet James Gunn is producing this along with Pete Safran. I kind of hope DC just gets bought and implodes before this. Please no. Please. But yeah, it's been 20 years and they're like, yeah, we need to do more darker, more intricate. How do you get darker than V for Vendetta? More intricate exploration of the fascist Norse fire regime. It's just going to be a Trump allegory. I absolutely guarantee it. This is going to be awful. Absolutely awful. Yeah. I have no hope for this at all. I mean, there's a chance it could be good, but no, not with people's inability to detach themselves and their personal, well, vendettas, if you will, from what they're producing. There's no chance. This is a horrible thing. Quite why Alan Moore let them do it, I don't know. I presume he's just signed everything off and just doesn't care anymore. But they're talking about doing like crossovers with different DC properties and stuff like that, and I'm like, no, please God, no. So there's a second bit of bad news for you. Third bit of bad news. Badlands is actually doing really well. It did well over double its expectations at the box office, just showing that people just lap this slop up. It's just like the Transformers films that Michael Bay did. I think it's a case of just slop. People just... It's second screen, no brains required slop, and people just lap it up. They're like, oh, it's fun, Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, I mean, for something I'd watch, like, I don't know, there's so many other films I could watch for the fun, better films. Alien vs. Predator is a better, fun film than this. And that's not a good film by any means at all, but it's not the absolute Disneyfication destroying of the Yautja that Badlands was, where he's just totally neutered and saved by a fuzzy creature and by the half a robot, whether it be the top half or the bottom half. So, yeah, but people lap it up. It's getting really good word of mouth. People absorb utter crap, unfortunately. And, yeah, we're almost certainly going to see a sequel with that, where Dan Trachtenberg will just continue hammering the Predator franchise into the ground until it's basically Marvel. And then once it's Marvel, eventually people will get sick of it, I suppose. What I will say, though, is that it was still better than the Predator, I think. Predator still holds the record for the most damage done to a franchise in one go. So, yeah, yay. And if you want a bit of good news, something to look forward to, something that might have an iota of artistic merit, we have Robert Eggers, who brought us the flawed but commendable Nosferatu, is producing Werewolf, so you can take on the werewolf rather than the vampire. You've got Lily Rose Depp, who's very impressive, borderline scary in that film. Aaron Taylor-Johnson returns, and they've just added Ralph Ineson to the cast. This is something that I can actually get behind. I can actually look forward to this. Filming in Devon. Oh, in Dartmoor. Nice. I've been to Dartmoor. Desolate. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be good. This kind of revival of the horror. The whole Hammer horror. You've had Del Toro's Frankenstein, which I reviewed very recently. Today, in actual fact. Video is up. I'll put it in the description. Nosferatu, obviously, was Eggers' last time round, and this time he's taking on the werewolf. This could be good. This could be the actual high-concept film that, I'm going to sound so elitist. Maybe more refined people will go see. That's not, thankfully, slop. That's got some good ideas. At least we hope so. Robert Eggers is at least one of those directors that I'm interested in what he makes. There's other directors out there where I just know it's going to be trash. I just don't care. So, just a quick video. I just thought I'd hit all three of those news stories in one go. So, yeah. Bad times. Alien Earth Season 2 will at least give me fodder for videos. And do a whole new bunch of breakdowns about that. I very much doubt that it's going to improve in quality because they've just been given a license to do, carry on doing what they're doing. And people lapped it up for some reason, even though it just breaks the Alien franchise in two. James Gunn getting his hands on V for Vendetta. I can only hope this is one of those things that just doesn't transpire. How does that guy just keep failing upwards and keep being given properties? If you do such awful work that you crater the DC movie franchise within like a year, then you deserve to just be shuffled off and just go and work on tiny little indie projects, not given access to another IP to destroy. But there you go. And yeah, Predator Bad Lions, it's going to make money, unfortunately. It doesn't make it a good film. You know, there's been lots of films that have made billions and they've not been good. It's just a shame this has happened to the Predator franchise that was known for being one thing and has now just been completely twisted and distorted. You know, after the Shane Black, we are hunting autism. Yeah, all right. I was kind of happy to see it go away for a little bit, but now that we've got Deck, my clan is me, a robot, and a cute teenage Groot alien. If it bleeds, we can kill it, and maybe we should just let it die. If you're not going to do Predator properly, maybe you should just get rid of it completely. So yeah, that's it. As you can see, I'm not particularly used to being on camera during videos, but I might try this in the future. Makes editing a bit easier. So thanks for watching. I have been Critic, and I will be back with another video soon. Bye.